Good morning, 10th class. How are you all? Hope you all fine at your homes. So I'm your computer teacher from California Public School. My name is Shifa Munga. So in the last video, we have discussed our chapter arrays. We have discussed many topics of the chapter array. We have discussed how many types of an array we have, the introduction part of array. We have discussed how many types, how many ways that we can enter data in an array. In this video we will discuss some programs of array. So in this video I have a program in front of you that write a program to accept marks of n students and find the average. So in this program you have to take the value of n from the console. N is the number of students. Suppose the user entered 5 students or 10 students, it up to the user that how many value of n will be entered. So after जितनी भी n की वैल्यू होगी, स्टूडेंट जितने भी होंगे उनके जितने भी रिस्पेक्टिव मार्क्स होंगे उन सबको आप टोटल करोगे. यू हैव टू सबमिट एंड आफ्टर दैट यू विल फाइंड द एवरेज. एंड यू ऑल नो दैट हाउ टू फाइंड द एवरेज. इट्स सम divided by the value of n. So let's start. In this video we will manually execute this program. So this is your import statement. What actually your import statement does, yes, of course, this is used to import a particular or the required package in your Java program. After that, this is your class name average. This is your main function from where the actual execution of the program starts. This is your scanner class object SC, new is a operator. So this is actually scanner class. What this statement does, it makes a connection between the keyboard. It makes a connection with the keyboard. So integer, we have the value of n that is need to be entered by the user, which is of type integer. Sum equals to 0 and average. These three are the variable which is of type integer. Next we have integer marks. So this is the declaration of your array. We have a array name marks and we of type integer. That means you have to enter integer number into this array. After this there is a printing statement, enter number of student. That means this is the printing statement and you have to enter the value of n. So this is the function next integer. This is the function of your scanner class which helps to take the integer value from the user and store in the variable and n is of type integer. So you have to take integer. After this is it's a marks new n. So there is the declaration of your array, that is marks is your array name that we have earlier declared here, which is of type integer. New is your memory and n is the number of n is the value which is entered by the user. Suppose user entered 5 here, then 5 आपके लिए क्या हो जाएंगे, blocks reserve हो जाएंगे in the memory. So there is a loop. What actually this loop does, it takes the value from the user and insert them into an array. So let's execute this loop. I equals to 0. 0 is less than what is the value of n. n value will be entered by the user as I told you earlier. यहाँ पे n की वही value होगी जो user enter करेगा. Suppose user have entered 5 here. So I equals to 0. 0 is less than 5. So I have made a array for you. What is the array name? Marks. So we have reserved 5 cells 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because user has entered the value of n equals to 5. So according to that we have reserved 5 blocks. So this is the index numbers of all the cell. What is the address of this cell is marks 0. This cell marks 1. This marks 2, marks 3 and marks 4. In the last video we have discussed that in the array the subscript always start from 0th element, zeroth address. So that is why 0 1 2 3 4, from 0 to n minus 1. What is the value of n here? 5. So 5 minus 1 equals to 4. So the last cell has a index number marks 4, and marks is your array name. So let's start. So what actually this for loop does, this one, it takes the value from the user and insert into your array. So let's start. Let's execute this loop. I equals to 0, 0 is less than 5. After this, marks I has a value 0. So if I has a value 0, so now it become marks 0. That means यूज़र जो भी वैल्यू यहाँ पे एंटर करेगा, it will directly go to the marks 0 cell of your array, that is marks array. So marks 0. Suppose user has entered 20 marks. After this, now I value now increment. I is incremented here. I equals to 1. There is a initialization here. 1 is less than 5. Condition is true. So I is replaced with marks 1. So user जो भी value यहाँ पे enter करेगा, it goes to the marks 1 cell. Suppose the user entered 40 marks here. After this, I is 2. I equals to 2. 2 is less than 5. Condition true. So marks 2. So next value I have entered is 30. Next, I is equal to 3. 3 is less than 5. Condition true. Now marks 3. Suppose I have entered 10 marks. So after this, I incremented from 3 to 4. 4 is less than 5. Condition 2. Then marks 4. Suppose I have entered 50 marks here. Okay, marks 4. So after this, value of I is 6. 6 is less than 5. Condition false. Then you have to go out from this loop. So this is your array marks with all the elements. Mark 0 has a value 20, marks 1 has a value 40, marks 2 has 30, marks 3 has 10, and marks 4 has 50. So this is how you fill your array. After this, you have to get each and every element from the array and perform the sum of all the elements of an array one by one. So from how many elements are there? 1 2 3 4 5. From 0 to 4 this loop will execute. So let's execute this one. 0 is less than n. What is the value of n here? 5. Condition true. Let's come to this part. What is the value of sum? Sum has a value 0 here. So 0 plus marks I. What is the value of I? It's marks. I has value 0. So marks 0. Sum has a value. So I have written what is the value of sum here? 0. Marks 0. Marks 0 has a value 20. So 0 plus 20 equals to 20. So now we have a value of 20 equals to 0. Now I is 1. I will be incremented here. 1 is less than 5. Condition true. What is the value of sum here? 20 plus marks I is replaced with 1. Marks 1. What is the value of marks? 40. Plus 20 plus 40 equals to 60. So initially sum has a value 0. After 0 plus 20, first element of an array, it become 20. After this, now sum has a value 20, and the addition with second element of an array, that is 40. Now sum has a value 60. After this, I is now 2. I equals to 2. 2 is less than 5. Condition 2. What is the value of sum? 60 plus marks 2. marks 2 has a value 30. So 60 plus 30 equals to 9. So 60 plus 30 equals to 90. 90 sum equals to 90. And the previous values of the sum will be discarded because we have already discussed that sum is a normal or an ordinary variable. What is the difference between an ordinary variable and an array variable? An ordinary variable can store single value at a time, just like this. 20 आया, 20 के बाद जब 60 आया, then 20 will be discarded, and after this जब 90 आया तो 60 is discarded. So that is why this is a ordinary variable, but in a array variable we can store a large number of values. So after this 90, let's come to this part. I is 3 now. 3 is less than 5, condition true. What is the value of sum here? You have to see the current value. 90 plus marks I has a value 3. So 90 plus 10 equals to 100. So this is the new value. Now I is 4. I equals to 4. 4 is less than 5, condition true. What is the value of sum here? 100. Marks 4 has a value 50. 100 plus 50 equals to 1. So 100 plus 50 equals to 150. Next go to this point again. Incremented part. I equals to 6. 6 is less than 5, condition false. Then you have to get out from this loop. Now average, you have to calculate the average. Sum is 150. What is the value of n? It's 5. Then what will be the average is 30. So at last we have calculated the value of average, and this is the print statement. Average marks equals to 30. So this is the closing bracket of your class, and this is the this is the closing bracket of your public static void main function, and this is the closing bracket of your class. So class, this is all about today's period. In the next period we will discuss some more examples of array. Till then, take care. Bye.